So this video is looking at how to Harvard reference a website. So I'm going to take you through, here I am writing an essay and I'm focusing on the topic of dementia. And I've begun in my introduction to set the scene, so I'm saying cases of dementia in Western countries have been rising recently. Statistics showed that approximately 90,000 people in Scotland have the condition in 2016. So that fact has come from somewhere, somebody else has researched that and published it and found it, and I need to acknowledge that. It's not my work, it's not my opinion, and it's not my fact. So at the end of that sentence, before the full stop, I need to put in 2 brackets, and then I need to put the name of the author and the date that they published it. So I'm going to take you to the website that I used. So I was on this one, Alzheimer's Scotland, here, and scroll down a little bit and I'll just show you that was my fact there, that was my 90,000 people fact. So although there was lots of information on the page, I only really wanted that overall figure for Scotland. And then if I scroll right the way down to the bottom of the site, you can see there's the little copyright sign and 2016. Sometimes it's hard to find a date on a website, so usually you need to look at the bottom. Sometimes it's just before the bottom on the left hand side, other times it can be kind of near the top of an article, so you have to hunt about a bit for it on a website. So the author of this fact is this charity called Alzheimer's Scotland. I haven't got a name of a person that's named on the site, so I'm just going to have to go with the charity's name. And the date that they published there was 2016. So that now is a complete sentence with its reference point there. Now I'm going on to say dementia is an expensive condition. The health costs alone are estimated to cost the UK 4.3 billion every year. So same thing again, I obviously didn't go out and research that figure of 4.3 billion myself using my own surveys. It's come from someone else. So I need to show that. So I got that from this website here, alzheimers.org.uk, and here was the fact of the health costs in and amongst all this other information. So the Alzheimer's Society was the website there, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here and see if there's a copyright sign. So right at the bottom there's a C 2016. So I'm going to assume that this site has been updated and these are quite recent statistics, so I'm going to put this down as Alzheimer's Society, 2016. So that is your in-text referencing that you need to have whenever you've brought in some information from an outside party, and then at the very end on your last page we need the word. So I'm going to go to this website, Neil's Toolbox, which is going to help me to create that reference that's going to go at the end of my report. So when I'm on the main website, I click on Harvard Reference Generator, and then here you can see there's a choice of different kinds of references. They're slightly different according to what you're trying to refer to. So we are referencing a website, so we're going to go into that one, and then you have this little table here. You must fill in something in all of these boxes, otherwise it's not going to work. So for that first reference, I was on Alzheimer's Scotland, that was the author. So I need to put that in. Now I need to put in a title of this article. Now sometimes it's difficult with websites. So we've got statistics up there, but we've also got number of people with dementia in Scotland 2016. So I think I'm going to put the two together. I'm going to have statistics in here, but I'm going to put a little dash and then say number of people with dementia in Scotland 2016. So I'm kind of bringing 2 titles together, and sometimes you have to do that. The name of the website, so the name of the website is what's up here before the .co.uk or the .org or something, so it's alzscot. So I'm going to put that in here, so that's alzscot.org. The year that it was published, so that's that year that we found for the website, which was the copyright year, so that was 2016. For that one, and then the full URL, so the address of the website in the internet, which is this address up here. So we need to right click on that and copy, and then we're going to paste that in here because someone needs to be able to come to the exact page that we came to, and then the date that we were on that page. It's really important that we put this date in, because if that website gets taken off the day after we put in our report or a week later, we need to prove that it was there on that particular date. So we're going to click build a reference, and then there you can see that Neil's Toolbox has created the reference for us, and they've put on all the standard forms, and they've put in the commas where they need to be and everything like that, rather than having to type it out ourselves. They've put in the web address, and they've also put the date that we access that web address. So the whole thing is complete. So now all we've got to do is copy it, right click that, copy, and then back down into our report here, we're going to click right click and paste. So you can see it's come in, it's got all of the italic that it needs, it's got all of the right information in place. So now if I delete up the space here, you can see some references that I already had in my document I'd done before, and you'll notice I've got AL for Alzheimer there and AB for able. So these references need to be in alphabetical order. So I'm going to need to have to cut this able reference and put it here above the Alzheimer Scotland reference and delete out that gap. This is quite a time-consuming exercise to do when you've got maybe 20, 30, 40 references, so do not leave it to the end.